Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us through that first matchup and that little bit of longer break. But now we've got more casters with me. I don't need a solo cast anymore, which honestly is a bit of a godsend. Joining me right now, Mirror Image. Thank you for saving everybody.
No
honestly,
worries.
everybody.
No worries. Very chilled. Happy to do it. Got my assignment done earlier than I expected, so all happy to sit here and help out.
Yeah. Hell yeah, getting work done. I'm glad you're chill because I've had like 2 energy drinks today because I've been working for a while and like now they're starting to peak. So I'm like the opposite of chill. I'm all twitchy. I'm keen, which is unfortunate because we're going to Atten City and this could be a fast matchup. That said,
Yeah. Do we know the pick bands for this setup? Taking it to Arts is very interesting. We'll see if what comp Kruha's team is going to go for. I'm expecting to see probably a Rasmus or a Julie on either side. Probably Julie from the side of LGBZ. Amy ban, Drek ban. That's quite interesting. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out going into this one. Again, yeah, it is the Juice Stand, which is Kruha's team, Kruha, Aaiyo, and Rixy, going up against LGBZ. It's been a while since we've actually seen LGBZZ on stream, but it's also been a hot minute since we've seen Kruha on stream as well. It's been taking a break from these Monday Night Mondays, now back to try and kind of reclaim that crown. Who was your favorite in this matchup? I'm kind of leaning on the Juice Stand on this.
I would say I'd have to spin towards the Juice Stand as well, purely because Zenasis is gravely ill at the moment. Actually, I think he said they might need to sub him out. So if Zenasis was at full strength, it'd be a pretty even game. But right now, definitely swinging towards the Juice Stand here.
Well, we'll see, as everyone has taken a spark of resilience for the opening awakenings. That has to wonder what awakening is so bad that everyone would take the spark and compete each other with sparks over it.
I honestly can't really think. Maybe a creations. I would guess maybe a creations, but there's an error as well. So even then,
yeah. I am so confused. Maybe it was just like an agreement. You see, it could have been a different spark.
Oh, perhaps. That's actually a good call. That's what I reckon.
Yeah, what is the worst spark? Because I know like resiliency is kind of like that mid-tier.
I'd say focus. Like if it's between like Rezil or focus, like I think I'm taking Rezil, especially that's very good right now. Both barriers down here. Let's see if Zralia. Oh, that was clean. Very nice.
Good placement from Zralia, down and in, able to get that first point. So yeah, I'm going to go with the assumption that's the case, which unfortunately also kind of like devalues that spark of resilience as well, just because you know you won't be able to like, or at least be less likely to get multiple sparks. First goal though, going for LGBZ, and they're also going to get the first barrier here on the second. A lot of pressure coming through that top corner. Unfortunately, it does get behind Zralia and Zenasis. Rixy doing a fair bit of work. Kruha tried to press forward, but does have the escape button to fall back. Giga Blast creates a bit of space. Aaiyo straight up loses on a bit of a strike war right now as you get to see that pressure coming from the top. Zralia! Oof.
So we'll see. Well, the team comps here are pretty interesting, but what I'd probably like to bring everyone's attention to is the fact that Zenasis went strike shot here and Kruha went E button. So both of them can apply pressure, but very, very differently. So we'll see if Kruha can stack a lot of haste awakenings. We'll see him probably take more of an offensive play here, and I'd like to just see the different like mentalities of the goalies and sort of why they went for each gear.
I mean, we will see right now. I also would like confirmation too that this era is in fact ZINNIAAA. That's kind of what I'm assuming that's the case. I'm assuming there's no.
I'm assuming it. I think it is. I'm fairly confident it is ZINNIAAA.
Yeah, we'd have to assume that is the case as we see Zarelia's Pendulum almost get a KO on Aaiyo. Not quite there. Zenasis actually losing out in the duel to Rixy. The Pendulum's what pushes it through. And finally, the Juice Stand gets on the board. As we're continuing along for this next point right here, Zralia steps up. Looking to get a little bit of help. ZINNIAAA doing what they can as Zenasis will keep it down low. Era, again, has the core flip available.
Oh, straight down. Core flip saved by Kruha. Still alive right now. Aaiyo wasted his primary there on a bit of an unfortunate play. They push it straight through. Zenasis has flip here, so Kruha's going to have to play very, very passive here while they get this crazy offense going.
Barrage makes the save, but he's too far up to make the second. So ZINNIAAA is going to go ahead and find that goal. The first set going to LGBZ.
This is a big awakening stage. Let's see if they'll let this arrow get cast the last.
We'll see how it comes through. Again, there's also the Spark of Strength, which I'm curious if anyone's just going to kind of like take the bait and go for that one. The Cast the Last, of course, it actually is going to get hate picked away by Kruha, which isn't too surprising, so the perfect form will fall. Fight or flight? What is your take on this awakening? Because on paper, it seems grossly overpowered.
I'm a huge fan of it. It's just like another slick kicks, and like I just think it's really, really good. Like the offensive pressure you're gonna see from Zralia using it, it's just gonna be crazy. It's 40% haste pretty much every time you strike the ball, which is just gonna make your life midfielding and keeping the core on that opponent's side so much easier.
Especially on a striker like Rasmus as well, who can, you know, kind of put themselves in the situation with the speed to kind of run circles and just keep the zoning in their favor. I mean, we're kind of got a couple hints of it right there. Zralia, every strike, just literally running circles around rixy. However, it doesn't matter if rixy can time their own strikes right. They get the barrier back on the other side. Pendulum puts pressure on Kruha. The barrage will keep it out. Zenasis' Giga Blast kind of knocked Aaiyo a little bit off balance, but not enough for the goal to come through yet. That said, the core flip will miss from Zralia. A little bit surprised by that.
Let's see what Aaiyo and rixy can do here. Both barriers down. Zenasis has flipped, so I definitely see the red team's at a bigger advantage state. Zenasis wastes his primary there. That's quite unfortunate. There goes the flip. And what a read from Aaiyo. Very nice.
Yeah, Aaiyo just able to find that touch, and that's going to make it a 1-0 lead. So the Juice Stand able to bounce back. Good prediction, good shot. Aaiyo had a relatively quiet, I feel like, first set. We'll see if they get more and more involved as things go on. Zralia versus rixy. Again, rixy just constantly winning these strike wars against Zralia. As Aaiyo starts to kind of rotate back, Zralia unable to get it past Kruha. That was insane goalkeeping. And again, the Giga Blast keeps it out for a second time. Kruha has warmed up in this second set.
Aaiyo uses his flip for that defensive play, which is a very smart decision. Crazy angle. Rixy's got his flip too here. So does Error. So we'll see. Rixy wastes his flip, unfortunately, there.
Yeah, Kruha tries to go straight down the middle. The barrage, that last touch, was able to keep it away from ZINNIAAA. That said, Zralia barely glances on that barrier, and it's going to be a big shot to get the KO as well. So the 2v3 pressure coming from LGB triple Z. ZINNIAAA almost just walked up for a strike. That would have been funny. Still, a core flip available on Zralia, but they hold on to it for now. Confidence that they can score without it, and with the Maelstrom, they can.
Very, very nice. That patience there before from Kruha and rixy, and then rixy hooks Zralia away, so she's out of the radius for the core. That was very clean. It's just a shame they couldn't stop the pressure from ZZZ here.
Yeah, and now, you know, Triple Z stepping forward a little bit as well, as you can see ZINNIAAA sitting back right now. It's actually Zralia who gets that first touch. Good use of the core flip, but unfortunately Zenasis kind of whiffs on the goalkeeping side into the Maelstrom. The core doesn't go straight. Pendulum couldn't put through either, and it's another corn flip missed from ZINNIAAA. A little bit awkward right now from Triple Z. They're feeling a bit of that pressure. Zenasis does have the core flip as, you know, sort of a bit of reserve. The barrage used early. Now comes the core flip straight up into Kruha, who almost put it back in. Mini Maelstrom only slows down the attack. It doesn't stop it. Rixy's cross-up gets caught by the hook. And Triple Z, they're doing a good job controlling the middle of the field. You go up to that top side. ZINNIAAA can't find too much yet. 10 seconds away now from overtime. Core Cup behind Kruha. And there's the shot.
Wow.
ZINNIAAA just kind of snuck it in.
Very, very nice play from ZINNIAAA there, prepping the Maelstrom right before the flip. Very, very nice. And Aaiyo unfortunately blinked to save it, but I do not think it was savable. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, a couple of unfortunate touches, and I mean, this is a little bit surprising right now to see how much.
Yeah, we both called it going the complete other direction. Right now, it just seems like the pressure from ZINNIAAA's error and all these shrinks is just amounting to too much right now for the Juice Stand to handle.
And this has kind of been like one of the things about Triple Z, which is I find interesting, because I feel like this team, they can compete with the best of them, but they also sometimes have a tendency to play down to their opponent's level. Like, no matter what matchup they're in, it's always close, if that makes sense. So when they play against the best, they look like the best. When they play against kind of mid-card teams, they look like a mid-card team. But right now, they are looking like the best.
Very, very clean.
I mean, ZINNIAAA in particular, again, another nice shot right there. Zralia's going to get MVP and first pick on this Rasmus. And again, you were talking about keeping your eyes on the cooldowns. What do you like here for Rasmus right now? Pick one.
She's got slick kicks and she's got fight or flight. I'm calling the quick strikes. Ooh, stacks on stacks, really very interesting.
More speed. I think the quick strikes actually might go down to ZINNIAAA here. Nope, they're going to take the chrono boost. That does make sense. Well, quick strike was taken away. Okay, so quick strike did go
so Kruha gets
to the other side to Kruha.
Very interesting. Kruha gets quick strikes. I don't know if I'm in Aaiyo's position. I guess she's probably not worried too much about rapidly striking one after another because the map is so open. But I don't know. Maybe it's a bad choice. But since like having both of those and slick kicks, I would definitely love quick strikes.
I'm actually scared to see how fast Zralia is going to be going right now because you also have the flight or flight as well. So every single time they hit that core, like they're going to be zooming.
Hit. Or even get hit while they're being pressured from the other team. They're also proccing that speed. It is an insane awakening.
Yeah, that said, it's a pretty good start though for this blue side as the Maelstrom just misses the core. Doesn't matter. ZINNIAAA still going to step forward. Zralia not quite enough speed to get behind that one, but rixy's touch was a little bit awkward. Another timely save by Kruha. The pendulum gets the pressure, but Zralia just can't muscle it through. There's too many forwards in the way, and now rixy with the pendulum nearly puts it in.
Well, very, very close. Nice flip from Aaiyo. Kruha luckily stops with his primary. I shouldn't say luckily, rather. But Aaiyo uses primary to push the core past. There goes the shards. Gets it in. Very nice.
And Aaiyo able to find the first gold. Similar to the last set, Aaiyo was able to find the first. This time it was just a good little angle out of the corner. So the beginning of the comeback perhaps is happening right now for the Juice Stand. They definitely need to get a bit more behind them.
Absolutely, I would love to see at least one set from the Juice Stand here. They're currently walking them over at the moment, so they need to fight back. Great defense, huge primary from rixy there. Let's see what they can do with this. The up pass, rixy's got spin up. That's a barrier. Back to Kruha. Let's see what they can do here, dude.
I mean, Aaiyo continuing to hold like station in the middle now starts to put the pressure, except ZINNIAAA has respawn back, a timely respawn, and now Zralia, there's that speed in action, just escorting the core all the way up. A bit of a core strike battle with projectiles. Aaiyo and Kruha each have core flips, so you would think the goal would go Juice Stand favor. Core flip used by Aaiyo, but doesn't win out on that game of chicken. Kruha now is going to start to feel the field shrink that little bit as the pressure comes at them. Nope, they're starting to step up the other way. Zenasis in a bit of trouble right now. Good intercept from Era, but it goes right back to Aaiyo. Rixy kind of get caught in position to throw it back. That's the pass up, and still not in.
Rixy's desperately trying to hit the core, hit a person, and get his flip off. There it is, flip down. Very, very nice. He was searching for that so long. I could see him throwing out primaries, running after the core, gets that flip, and instantly converts. That's why he is one of the best.
Yeah, known for those types of plays too. I mean, what's been called? He is the one who's the core flip abuser, right? That everyone sees.
Very well known core flip abuser, Rixy.
Well, you know, I stand by it. I think the core flip exists to be abused as, oh my goodness, the Maelstrom kind of opened the door with the KO on the goalkeep, and Triple Z are not giving up this third set easy.
Yeah, the ZINNIAAA's caught Kruha sleeping many a time this match with the Maelstrom. Very, very nice stuff. And with the Aaiyo having flip here, I'm seeing a goal soon.
I think so as well. I mean, Zralia down to ZINNIAAA. Couldn't quite sneak it past the Giga but a delayed touch is going to help ZINNIAAA put it in, and all of a sudden, it is match point for Triple Z. One goal away from pulling off what could be considered a bit of an upset.
Absolutely. Zenasis is very ill as well, so it's just crazy how well they're doing. But at that point, you just know if ZINNIAAA has a core flip in your goal, she is very, very likely converting that instantly.
And it's in! Just like that, the game is over. I thought the defense would hold on a little bit longer, but ZINNIAAA looking out for the teammate, not feeling well, thinks we just got to end this one as quick as possible. So that's going to do it. Triple Z with an upset over the Juice Stand.
Oh my gosh, what a crazy game. The Triple Z just absolutely, they went crazy right there.
Yeah, that's a nutty one for sure. I mean, the game's going to give the MVP to Zralia, and I mean, Zralia may have had, you know, the best build, but I kind of want to give it to ZINNIAAA on that era, because I think the era was the catalyst.
All those flips, ZINNIAAA's nados, absolutely very, very clean. What a performance. I don't know, I also assume that that the Juice stand with the Estelle would have like more like better ranged intercepts and more control, but it just seemed that like every time the red team had the core, they would just well, the red team being ZZZ had the core, they just were able to push it right up to Kruha's face, and once all his cooldowns are gone, what's he gonna do to a flip in his face?
Yeah, so the answer was unfortunately not too much. So Triple Z, big win, a fast win, much faster than I thought that series had the potential to, you know, go the distance, and maybe it will if we get a rematch later on tonight. But that's going to do it for the upper bracket semifinal. Normally I'd be like talking about other match results, but nothing else has really come in just yet. So we might be having a little bit of a longer break. When we do come back, it will be the winner's bracket final, and it's going to be Tox and Derizion behind the mic calling that one. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Stick around. We'll have our winner's bracket final when we return. Oh.